All right, before we get into this live training that's coming up next, I wanted to just let you, just kind of touch on something that's just really important, and it's staying the course. Now that you're really about to get your hands on, really look at how the game goes, putting it all together, and getting like a real preview of how it is to work with, what work with us and do the live trainings that come with being in a higher level of the program. You're going to be able to do a lot more things, but staying the course is going to be the most important thing. Following your plan, following your goals, and realizing that it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, but you can run as fast as you want is the idea of staying the course. Can you talk to, you know, the idea of staying the course, being consistent and not just burning out? I know you've probably had some people in the past that, have come into the market or asked you for some advice and they're just in and out because they didn't really pay attention and do what you said.
Uh, And again, another discipline that you have to have getting into this game. I remember, and I stopped doing it. People come, hey man, give me some stock tips. Everybody wants stock tips, and this is not a get rich quick type of thing. It really isn't.
Right.
But you can do really well. So I gave
Right.
people some of the things that I was working on. Some family members, some good friends. Use some examples. I told a couple of family members to get in a depot. At the time, it was at like 1 8, you know, I think it was 218. Yeah, 218. And Novavax was at $9 at the time. Neo was at like $11. And they get out after a month or two worth of time. And all three of those stocks are at least 100% or more. Depot now is at 302. Novavax got up to from $9 to like $89, $90, that type of stuff. Neo went up to, $80, something like that as well. So two, 300, 400% returns. And and they got out real fast. And they weren't looking for an investment. They were just looking for something that was a get rich quick type of thing. So
Mm.
then I realized, I'm like, okay, I did the due diligence. I did the work. And when I gave it to them, they didn't appreciate it.
No.
So now I give people the knowledge to go and find it, so they can appreciate when they get in. And you have to stay the course because um, drawbacks and corrections are part of the game. The stocks can't just run up all the time, just like a runner. You can't run, you can't sprint, 4 hours in a row, right? You're gonna have to slow down to catch your breath. And sometimes you back up a couple of times, sometimes you stop, right? The same thing with stock market. It will shoot up, sprint up for a while, and then it'll come up with a 2-3% correction. All of those things are healthy. As far as market wise, you got several 2, 3, 4, 5% corrections, and you have one big correction, 10% or more a
Yeah.
year. That's all part of the game,
Yeah,
right?
boy. Yeah,
And
man.
you have to understand that
Mhm.
and stay the course because it's going to correct itself, especially if you're in quality companies. It's going to correct itself and it's going to go back up. It's just that you have to know that getting in. And we talked. One of the first things we talked about was your pain tolerance,
Right.
and your stock ran up 150%, but now it's taking a 20% loss. It's still up 120%, right? Not 150% anymore. Well, 130%, not 150% anymore. But that's all part of the game. So if you did your due diligence, you took some money out, and you got some opportunities to buy either more of that one or some other companies because of the correction. So stay the course. If you doing investments 10, 20, 30 years, right? Over time, it's going to do well for you. And those are the things that you have to realize. But if you're in places like the high flying tech stocks and the Teslas of the world, again, which are really, really good, you just know you're going to do real well at one point, and then you're going to suffer for a short period of time, or maybe a nice little period of time, and then you're going to do well again, and you're going to suffer. You're going to do well again. Those are that's all a part of the game, and you have to stay the course. Stay with your basis, whatever your base is. Your basis is this with a particular stock. Like I said earlier, when you start to add pressure to the stock and it goes down, and all the bases are still the same. All your research and fundamentals. EPS, why you got NCEOs, the game plan, the structure, all that's still the same. Guess what? Stay the course. Stay the course. Buy more if you have. have any more cash.
Yeah, man, I
And
mean, I think the thing that I just want people to understand the most about working with us and understand dealing with us is this is about your long-term
long term,
financial security.
yeah,
That's what everything I teach on this whole website is about. It's about helping you create the tax advantaged passive income that you never knew you had access to, and being able to live a life later after the work that is consistently financially peaceful. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about the casino like I made a meal, solved all my problems. Man, that was great, because that's that's not duplicatable. It's not teachable to your children. People want a win, or they want a quick hit, or they want a perfect timing, and all this other stuff that's, Wolf of Wall Street. And the problem with that is, without understanding, you cannot duplicate it. You know what I mean? And so staying the course, learning more and more over time, becoming a seasoned veteran, the way that I brought you in to teach this class. You're a seasoned veteran, 1995, 2021. You're talking about time-tested strategy and an ability to stay the course, to be in a place where not only are you wealthy beyond your wildest dreams, but you're also able to help others understand how to get there. And that's what we want for you. Stay in the course and getting it. So let's dive into this live training, showing what it's all about, give them a preview of what it's like to be on with us all the time, face to face and in person. And I just appreciate you dropping that wisdom.
yes, sir. Thank you. You're welcome.